We count down the days until the Indy 500. We step away from the track.
And we catch up with several of the women behind the men who have made a career behind the wheel. A candid conversation about family, fears, triumphs, and ups and downs.
At
the Silo Auto Club just east of downtown Indy, classic collectibles are the backdrop for our chat.
4 crazy characters.
That's what I need.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Quiet folks here.
4 women.
Well, I'm Lauren Cannon, and I am Tony Cannon's wife.
Heather Carpenter, wife of race car driver and team owner Ed Carpenter.
I'm Liz Power, and I'm married to Will Power.
And Beth Bowles.
Yeah. I'm like, I could be their mothers. That's the scary part.
Wife of Indianapolis Motor Speedway president Doug Bowles and mother of racer Connor Daly. We talk about husbands.
What it took to get where he is and the things he's accomplished is something I'm very proud of him for.
I never know what to expect with my husband. That would keep me on my toes.
Today, right?
Oh my gosh. Shirt off cowboy. He comes up shirtless with his sweatpants on and a cowboy hat. And he goes, "Where are my cowboy boots?" And I go, "Why do you need your cowboy boots? Like, you don't ever wear cowboy boots." And he goes, "Don't worry about it." Here he comes. Shirtless, cowboy boots, and he's down seeing Garth Brooks and he's Instagramming this. I go, "You don't need to be doing that."
And sweatpants too?
Yes!
Okay.
Over the years, when we didn't have children, our job was there, being more there for the little things, whether it's the groceries or making sure they've got a good night's sleep or prepared. But now that we have children, it's a whole different ballgame. Our job is to make sure everything's taken care of at home and for the kids.
We chat about the challenges of striking a balance.
It's a weird dynamic when you wanna be there for your kids. Like, someone has to be. Like, they need their parents. Like, someone's.
Right.
But like, you can't. Oh gosh, it's real hard not to be by their side at the track.
If you decide you want to marry a race car driver, racing, is a priority. So they can't just miss work calling sick. So if there's a wedding, you need to know you're going to go by yourself. If there's a birth, you may have to have it by yourself. Like 2 of them. Yes. There is. So they're like, you need to realize that this is what the future holds. They're going to be great. They're going to be wonderful. They're going to be supportive. But
You have to know what you're going into.
They can't call in sick to work. So you have to realize that.
We discussed the likelihood of their children becoming racers.
So from a mother perspective, which is different from them in racing, it's a whole nother perspective. To have a husband in it, as opposed to your blood and flesh out there, it's like, ooh, that's a kind of another level.
We all have kids now, and everyone's like, oh, your kid's gonna race, you're gonna do this, and I think for us, like, we don't want that, because we don't want that. I would be absolutely happy if I want to be in the racing world in some other aspect, like our middle son wants to be an engineer, so I'm like, that's great, go do that.
Connor would be in his little hat sitting there watching the cars, and so it was something that they grew up, but they loved racing. I mean, we've been in racing forever.
And we touch on what it's like in the car, but off the track.
Well, and the funny thing too about Will, I don't know if your guys are this way, but he'll say, and even if he kind of takes like a curve he goes, "I know what I'm doing. I am a professional, and I know how the car handles."
Do you know what it is?
What do you think when you hear that?
I think, no, you don't.
You don't know who the other guy is.
Can you guys recall one of your proudest moments when it comes to your husband or your family there?
No, truly, you guys, we were newlyweds when he won. We were married in March, and then he won Indy in May, right? So like all this was great. Cool. Like, this was a very big year, and like winning Indianapolis is so much better than your wedding.
It is. Yeah, your wedding day, all of it, but I gotta say, like, the 2 for me was when Will won the championship. And then when he won the 500, that was huge. Because you know what you've gone through, what he's gone through to get that point, and then what you've gone through together.
Such a great group of ladies there. And we touched on so many more topics. Reason why they're anxious about qualifying rounds more than the race itself. Talked about their early professional lives centered around racing as well.
Great story. I love that. And you can see the entire 52-minute conversation right now on our WRTV app and on your phone and on the WRTV app on your Roku or whatever you stream TV on. Better than the 500, the winning. Better than the wedding.
Better than the wedding, right. Winning the 500, better than the wedding day.
Yes, I believe it.
Do people ever drink milk at a wedding?
I doubt it.
I've never seen it.